mean, we have seen time and time again, there's so many, people that talking and don't have no room to talk. And so, which leads me to my next segment. Girl, you got to ask me.
Girl, what happened?
I'm so glad you brought it up, Lene. Y'all favorite self-proclaimed King Kong consciousness. And I don't know who put that.
Right, because we did not. I didn't know we would never word it like that.
That's ridiculous that y'all put that in there. But we all know Dr. Umar Johnson is the king of self-love and black men and women, sticking together and raising families together and all these things. And so, unfortunately, your boy is back in the news and not for anything good. This guy basically has maybe what we think is a 22-year-old woman who's claiming to be his daughter. So she went on social media to let everybody know that she was his child and she's not the only sibling that exists. So he responded to the young lady with a post on social media and he said, "I'm sure the truth will be revealed if all three of us are present together. I have absolutely nothing to hide and I still have all of my family court paperwork in case any lies are told." So he even, called it a chunocracy. Chunocracy? He called it I'm going to say it both ways and y'all pick which one is the right one. Dr. Umar even called it a chunocracy to take him down. Dr. Umar even called it a cunocracy to take him down. And trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is not cool.
Hey TikTok, so I just wanted to come on here with a small short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how Black kings need to be with Black women, but you're not even in your Black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. And it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter. But I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me.
Oh my God, what did we just watch?
Girl, we just watched. Y'all gonna hate me for saying this.
Come on, friend, give it to us.
But we just watched someone who is an advocate, a Black man, an advocate in the community, do exactly what Black men been doing in the community.
Oh my God. Surprise, surprise. Now we're taking it back.
I want y'all to know, we are not laughing at her. We are just laughing at just the overarching coonery, if you will.
The commentary about it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just watched someone who is a leader in the community do the same thing that people in the community have been doing, which is not show up for them kids. This is not a new story. This is not, and I'm so sorry. And I understand that Dr. Umar is huge, and I know y'all love him. And that's why I say you always got to move in discernment, right? Mm-hmm. I just listen to people online. I don't know them. So when things come forth, I was never 10 toes deep to begin with. I just heard what you said. It may have resonated with me. It may have not. But I never act like I know these people because they all have skeletons. Always. It always comes to light. And this is not a new story for our community. This is literally right on brand with what we're used to hearing and seeing, which is very unfortunate. I feel for her. I feel for her. Because she's watching this man get online, show up to these different events, speak positivity, and won't even respond back to her in a text message, which is crazy, but will tell you you need to be responding to your kids, taking care of your kids, making sure the woman is taken care of, paying, doing all this stuff and not doing that. Now, I wouldn't dare take sides, but it's not so far-fetched that I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
What you think, Brian?
do we think that he possibly just did not know about her? Because now, I'm all for dragging men into the middle of the street.
Mhm.
But I know a couple of women who have hidden a pregnancy, and the man never knew, and she was just raising the baby as if making up stories. Oh, your father passed away. Oh, your father is in the military, or he never wanted me, and things like this. And so, but people, that's how they end up on a Young Love Fix My Life. But
that part. I don't know
I
if he didn't know, because he said something about court document or court papers. Like, what are these court papers if you had no recollection?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's what my thing is, does he think he's talking about somebody else? I'm trying to figure out, could he have not known who this woman was before this? Maybe these documents pertain to somebody totally different that he thought he was the father of. I don't know. This girl could be pretending to be the biological father because she knows the biological daughter, because she knows the real biological daughter. Like, I don't know. I'm just not gonna, again, like you said, have discernment, and you don't know these people. So this is probably the first and last time you will hear me not necessarily defend him, but just remain curious as the details come out, because I do find it hard to believe that this man would be all in the public eye and acting like this, but I don't put nothing past
I can
nobody.
believe it. I can believe it. I can believe it. Like I said, but once again, I'm not going to choose any sides. I just don't want to choose sides. I don't feel comfortable choosing sides. My story is not similar to her, but I also had a father who was doing his thing. Social media wasn't out, but he was definitely parading around here like he didn't have a daughter. And I didn't meet him until I was 19. She's 22, I'm 19. You know what I mean? He been out here acting like he have kids forever. So I guess it's hard for me to go either way. People going to come forth and say what they're going to come forth and say. But also, I guess because I've kind of lived a similar story. Of course, my father ain't Dr. Umar, but he did pretend like I didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you know you got this going on, like, I think common sense would say, now again, I know it ain't common for everybody, but if you are building a platform and you are, what I'm saying, like, gaining notoriety and stuff like that, like, how you out here being, like, in this age of social media, and we know how accessible information is, how are you out here denying that you have children as you sit on this platform and tell us that we need to stick together? And if this information is true, men like that is why I'll never stand 10 toes down behind them, because y'all wake up one day and y'all decide y'all want to do something stupid and ignorant, and now I'm in the middle of it and I'm embarrassed too. I ain't got time for it.
That's true. That is fact. I mean, I can't. I just can't, because there are people who just want clout. It is random, you know what I'm saying? But there are dudes who are deadbeats and be knowing and just will not act like the child don't exist. So it's a tough place to be in the middle of. But if he say he have paperwork and he know the truth, but it's so weird how he worded that.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's weird how he worded that too.
We don't know enough. That's what I'm saying. I think my final like understanding of this is that I don't know enough. She seemed very, very sure about who this man is and her relationship to him. So, who's to say that, this ain't his daughter? Like, we really don't know. We really don't know. So I'm interested to see what else is going to come out about it. But you know what I do remember? Now, this what I did love about him. It was two things. It was that one time he was like, you can't psychologize these brothers out on the corner. Some of them, you got to put them to sleep for good. That's one of my favorite Umar quotes, because listen, when you think about Harriet Tubman trying to free the slaves, she had to knock a couple of them off because they didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to liberate the people. You in the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm in no way encouraging violence or anything like that. But I do understand, like, it's kind of like when you get into an argument with somebody who just want to argue, they're not trying to hear your side. Know when to let some things, like, kind of fizzle out, or sometimes you got to let people self-destruct. I think that's essentially what I took from it. And then my other favorite thing was when he was having that retreat and he told the people that they could not bring their white wives. And after this, I need somebody to please insert that thing.
You may not bring your white wife. You may not bring your white wife. You may not bring your white wife. If you bring a non-African, you and the non-African will be escorted.
Please, you may not bring your white wife. You may not bring your white wife. I need
because what he gonna do? Frank, he gonna repeat it. If you didn't hear it the first time, he's gonna repeat it. So you don't have to worry.
Them was two of my favorite quotes because I don't know about the demand personal life, but when I heard that, I was like, that kind of makes sense a little bit.
I think he all right with me.
Yeah, he might be all right with me, even though he look a little weird, but he got one of them. His head looked like a raindrop. It kind of just go up.
Oh my God!
It kind of sit like this. Maybe it's the beard and the haircut. It kind of sit like this, and then it go. Yeah, then it go up like this, up the ladder to the roof. And so,
show. I wonder if he's still will treat us like queens, like the queens we are.
Girl, please.
He gonna say,
you know what he gonna say with that white woman hair in your head.
Right,
he gonna try to eat us up, girl.
Oh, I repeat, take the European wigs.
Look at your nails. Look at your nails. The makeup, sister. You're beautiful, queen. You don't need all of that. Boy, shut up. I got this on because I ain't feel like doing my hair for the next 6 weeks. Shut up.
Ciao.